Welcome to the Positive Pants Podcast. Mindset, motivation, and inspiration to help you find your positive pants. Let go of negative thinking and stop living for the weekend. With your host, Fran Excel.
So welcome to the show. As always, it's Fran Excel Mindset Coach, helping you find your very own pair of positive pants so you can get out of your own way and live a life that you love. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very grateful you've chosen to put me in your earbuds today. Please do hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything, and do leave me a review. I love reading them, and it really helps me get found by other people who need to hear what I share. I'd also love you to email me your mindset and productivity questions or topics you'd love me to cover to hello@franexcel.com, because I know a lot of you think I'm inside your heads because you tell me all the time. But if I don't know what you need, I can't give it to you. So let me know. Okay. So how much guilt-free joy do you have in your life right now? Or even just time for yourself? So considering how many clients and people that I meet ask me how to have it, I'm guessing you'd say not enough right now. Now, most of the time, when we're in a job and enjoying holidays and weekends completely off, we actually put plans in and feel nothing but excited to follow through with them. You know, doing what we know will make us happy. And we know, more often than not, that we can really switch off and there is zero guilt involved. So what are you supposed to do with your time off, right? Easy peasy. We don't get that in our businesses in the same way, because it's our baby. You know, we're the authority and subordinate all at the same time. We aren't governed by the usual 9-to-5 situation. We don't have anyone giving us those boundaries, telling us when is work time and when is play time. So it's really easy to not switch off, to not find the time for all the things that we love, and to feel like we have to be on alert at all times, unless we give ourselves permission to. Now, all of a sudden, we feel like all time should be work time. That hustle mentality creeps in, and we're doing 16-hour days. It can be especially bad for people when you feel like you aren't making the money that you want to just yet. It's a bad habit to get into, not just for your business, but for your health. And unfortunately, it's one that will stick until you choose to change it. Every time you catch yourself saying things like, it's just until I hit 6 figures, then I can take time for me. No, my friend. It won't happen. There is always that next goal, that next milestone. You will have created a habit that's hard to get out of and completely unnecessary. It's actually good for your business, for you to take time for the things that you love. Start as you mean to go on. Don't wait until. We feel like we should be on all the time. Boundaries go out the window. We feel stressed, tired, negative, frustrated. And we've all of a sudden lost that thing that was one of the main reasons we started a business in the first place. That freedom, that time spent with loved ones, that time spent doing more of the things that we love, not less. There are so many reasons why it's important to make sure that you're A, taking time for yourself to do the things you love, and B, doing things that will actually bring you pure joy, and do it guilt-free. So when you can get your head around why it's necessary, it's a great start to actually making it happen. And why taking some time for you doesn't mean you'll make less money. It'll just make you more strategic with your time and your schedule. And if you haven't listened to the episode on how to find more time in your day, seriously, where have you been? Get on that. And on multitasking. Goodness. So we need that break. You need it to clear your head. When you are constantly thinking and using your brain, you are using up so much energy that it just isn't sustainable in the long term. Brain uses about 20% of the body's energy, and it only accounts for about 2% of the mass. So that gives you an idea of just how much energy it needs. Now, you will basically head straight towards burnout, not show up as your best self for loved ones or your clients. Decisions will feel harder, and problems will seem so much bigger than they actually are. How often have you had a stint of hard work, felt exhausted, then taking a day or two off, has made you come back more productive, more happy, more motivated, and more clear-headed and full of ideas. Yeah? Taking a break actually increases all that. It increases productivity, motivation, problem solving, creativity, builds your resilience up too. The bottom line is your brain needs to rest, and it needs to refuel, and you need to be able to feel fulfilled in doing what you do. So by taking time out for you, I don't mean watching Netflix, although we can all partake from time to time. I mean doing something that you are going to love, something that will bring you joy, something that will energize you, something creative, yoga, dancing, singing, making jewelry, walking, trampolining, paddleboarding, sailing. You get the idea. Hobbies rather than chores or anything that could be classed as numbing. Yeah, you can create and maintain your boundaries in your business that allow for and structure around you having the time to do these things that you love. If you schedule the time in and prepare yourself so the guilt isn't there, there's nothing hanging over you, which means it's actually going to happen. So how can you prepare? Think about it for your business. How can you prepare? Yeah, my favorite is to put on an autoresponder, so you're not always panicking about emails. The people on the other side know exactly what's coming up. Everyone knows where they're at. Yeah, but fit the rest of your work around what you have scheduled in, whether it's a walk or exercise every morning, a holiday or date night once a week. Schedule when you start and finish your day to actually allow for it. Yeah, scheduling is your best friend, and something that I teach a lot of people. It's so important, and it actually means things get done, right? So let clients know what you're up to, and they won't be expecting a response at those times. I let all my clients know that I was heading to a festival, which I'll talk about in a second, and they would totally go with it, like, go, have a good time. And then they know that when I get back on Monday that I would be replying to everything, all good. But this is why I love doing the ideal day exercise with clients. If you know what you want from your days and weeks, it is so much more likely you'll actually get it. If you're not finding time to do the things that bring you joy, what is the point? Like, seriously. If you're always in work mode, not having time for the things and the people that you love, then what are you doing it for? One word that comes up time and time again is that it's selfish. And I would counter-argue that until the cows come home. How are you going to show up for loved ones when you're stressed and mentally drained? How are you going to show up for your clients, the people that are actually paying you for your service? If you don't give your clients the best service you possibly can, where are those awesome testimonials coming from? Not taking time for you can directly affect your bottom line. Plus, you'll procrastinate and waste time by not taking it. So you may as well have some fun, right? So ask yourself what stories you're telling yourself about what it means if you take time for yourself, or to do something you love, or spend time with people you love. Then work out what you actually want to do. Take some time to go back over your life and think about things that you loved doing but let go at some point. You know, what did you love as a teenager? So what can you do that you love? What brings you joy? What hobbies did you really love as a teenager before you actually cared what people thought? I've been really intentional about doing more of this lately, and I love it, and I feel such a difference. I just spent 3 days and nights camping at a festival. I felt very nostalgic about it, to be honest. Firstly, because when I was a child, we didn't go abroad. We did staycations and often went camping. And I had the best time. My dad was a teacher in a private school, and he also helped head up the CCF, which is the Combined Cadet Force. So that meant that he ran lots of outdoorsy excursions, and I used to go along for the ride. I was actually a really outdoorsy kid. Anyone that met me from my mid-teens to now would absolutely argue this point. But I was a really outdoorsy kid, and I completely lost that part of myself when I became a teenager, and this stuff wasn't cool, and I put far too much importance on what other people thought and just let it go. So I'm getting back in touch with it. I even went paddleboarding at the weekend. I may have been a bit wobbly, but I loved it. We used to go camping, caving, kayaking, rock climbing, rock pooling in Cornwall, hiking, fishing, cycling, all sorts. And I actually also just bought a glorious pink vintage Chloe rally bike. Need to clean it up a bit and then I'm ready to go. And I am very much looking forward to it, even though I haven't cycled. I literally can't remember the last time I cycled. So you make time for the things that you prioritize. So make it a priority. You really are your biggest investment. Make it non-negotiable. Make time for the things that you love. It's good for the brain, good for productivity, good for your health, good for your mental health, and good for the soul. So there really is nothing to feel guilty about. So if you got value from this and you know in your gut that now is the time to step up and start rewiring your thinking and changing things for yourself, then book in a free discovery call so we can work out what needs to happen to get you from where you're at right now to the action-taking success you know you can be. And if you want my eyes and ears on your problems, I work with people one-on-one and through my Proactive Pants Mastermind. So stop waiting for if and when and decide to change things now, because you can. And as always, I hope that was helpful. So any questions, just let me know. And as always, I will see you next week. Bye.